going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we were in what seemed to have been the final day of trial, because, we had already done all the investigating, but it turned out after that day of trial, there needed to be another day of trial. We basically proved that it wasn't Edgeworth. We proved that it was in fact the caretaker, but now the caretaker has gone missing, and so
shockingly,
so we have to go try to find him and prove him guilty to completely exonerate Edgeworth further. Amy, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hey everybody, before we start, thank you for being here. Welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. You will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, and it helps us out immensely. So thank you so much for being here. December 27th, 2:11 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. Oh, that's right. He was having dreams about a murder. That
Having killed his own father, which he totally didn't do.
Well, that's not technically what he said, but we'll see.
That's what we said.
A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick! Yo, how's everyone doing?
Oh my god, this fucking guy. We just can't lose him. He's always fucking around somehow.
Yeah. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me?
Oh god.
Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Well, that I don't doubt.
Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. What is happening?
I don't know. He needs admiration.
Look at that face.
Because he's kind of pathetic.
I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh my god. Today's trial or Edgeworth?
Start with Edgeworth.
Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
It wasn't when Phoenix first met him.
Yeah, you didn't know him back then. There you go. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
He's such a goddamn idiot. I can't with this guy.
Huh. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. We have to pad this chapter, even though all we have to do is go back to trial for one more day.
Well, we could be investigating, the location of the actual assailant in this murder.
That's technically not our job. The police are on it. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial in 3rd grade.
You're like 9 or
Yeah,
8.
like what the fuck? Who the hell has like mock trials in 3rd grade?
This cursive is missing 2 lines.
Yeah, you barely have mock trials in high school. A class trial? Okay, so today's trial or the class trial?
A class trial.
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside.
Oh, no.
I mean, we say that now, but if you looked at our current checking account, $38 would be just a godsend.
Please don't talk about it. I'm so mad.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Wow. Wow.
It's so fucked up.
I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief, give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. He shouldn't be allowed in the relay race or in the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Damn it, I missed the last line. Ugh. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Aww. Look at him. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? He's still wearing the suit.
Yeah, but here he's wearing a real tie.
And it was his money. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
Wow.
No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent, Your Honor. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Yes.
That's definitely butts.
This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Wow. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Aw, she's crying. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
He's such a fucking... Dude, what's your problem?
what a burnout this guy is. Like, that's when I learned what it meant to be alone.
Yeah.
Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright, today's trial after the trial.
Today's trial.
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy.
You're a witness.
Yeah, well, he came up and interrupted.
Yeah, okay.
He wasn't on the witness list. But you missed the joke.
What?
But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy.
He said that with a straight face.
It was great. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me?
Well, you know, you didn't help out with me.
But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Even he knows. Huh. Enough with the silent treatment.
She did help out with being held in contempt, though.
Yeah. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
Aw.
I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney."
What?
Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had become, or who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? Holy shit, that's why he went to law school?
I don't know, maybe.
What a hell of a... Again, if you missed the first episode of this series, I went to law school, and I could tell you... That is a horrible reason to go to law school. Holy crap. Why would you do that to yourself?
Maybe he really believed in Edgeworth.
I guess, but like, he's gonna, like, he cements his entire future career path because he wants to, like, check in on this one guy or whatever?
No, he wants to be like him. He wants to be like who he used to be. And then try to understand why he changed so much. And become close to him again.
That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. This is insane and very dumb. This is like the dumbest shit ever. Like, Phoenix has been great up until this moment. This is idiotic.
Again, if he was in that class trial situation, which is deplorable, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. That teacher is the worst.
Yeah.
Definitely the worst.
And then Edgeworth saved him by using tactics that only the son of an attorney in that classroom would have been able to use.
Right.
It makes sense that that might be what he ultimately decides he wants to do.
If you're inspired by it and that's what leads you to say, you know what, I want to do that when I grow up, that's one thing. This story is not that.
Yeah.
He's saying that he read the article about Edgeworth being an attorney and decided that was when he was going to go and be a defense attorney. Now, maybe he was already going to law school, but didn't know what direction of law he was going to be going into. And that's what led him to being a defense attorney as opposed to like an environmental lawyer or something, you know, whatever it was at that point. That would make more sense and be less idiotic, because then at least you know you want to be a lawyer, and just whichever direction you go in was unknown, and that was his sign, so to speak. So I guess I'll choose to believe that.
I want to believe that this story is fuller than what it's conveying to us.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I think I said this already, but I'll read it again. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. That's why you don't represent your friends and family, because it gets real awkward.
Hot dogs on a pier. Where murders happen. So
yeah,
I think we have more money than he does. Just saying.
Oh, Nick! Jesus Christ. Yes, everyone.
Nick!
That's my goddamn name. I get it. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? So now she believes him.
Oh.
Or in him, at least.
I like how she's saying, we have to do this now.
Yeah.
Because now she knows we have to do this.
Right,
even
now
though
she's
the rest
invested.
of us have already known
Yeah.
this whole friggin' time.
Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
What he is?
I'd settle for
He's
who.
a potted plant.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's not wrong.
That is rude as fuck, by the way.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay, so apparently we're cleaning out some of our evidence. Does that mean it's actually gone? It is. Some things are gone.
Oh.
The empty photo of the lake is gone.
Okay.
What else? I haven't memorized this damn thing. The autopsy's still there. Lotta Hart's testimony is gone.
Okay.
The, transcript of her testimony. Okay. And then there, I'm sure some other things that I'm off the top of my head not remembering, but... Oh, the newspaper article about Gordy is also gone.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, do we want to go to the detention center, the Gourd Lake entrance, the criminal affairs department, or the Grossberg law offices?
That's a good question.
Thanks, Amy.
I'm sure the Gourd Lake entrance is going to be swarmed with cops right now.
Right. But we probably still have to go to the boat rental shop to try to find more clues about this dude and who he is.
Yeah, but if we go to the criminal affairs department, they might have more information there.
Okay, I appreciate that. December 27th, police department, criminal affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay.
All right,
Well,
let's go to the pier then.
Okay.
I call it a pier, but it's a lake, so it's probably not a pier, but...
I understood what you meant. December 27th, Gourd Lake entrance, or Gourd Lake Park entrance. There he is.
Hey, pal, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who... We now know who really did it.
I knew I was missing a word in there. You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal.
It just disappears.
Okie doke.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
I imagine that he, like, sprinted away after he said that, and then ran back and was like, oh, one more thing.
I imagined it was like a magician where he just, like, flicked some dust, and there was, like, a plume of smoke, and he disappeared.
Yes.
And then there was another plume of smoke, and he appeared behind it.
I like that. Eek!
No one can go into the woods today.
The woods? Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out.
There were all those signs everywhere.
He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Wow.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
And off he goes again. Alright, well, we can't go to the woods, but we can go to the public beach.
Yep.
December 27th, Gourd Lake, public beach. The Steel Samurai's gone again.
Yeah.
Huh? The Steel Eyesore is missing. There we go. See? I knew it. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. Because Larry was just with you, dude. What?
Oh, I can't imagine why this place that only Larry operates is closed.
Even though we just left from being with Larry. God damn it, Phoenix.
Does it smell like butts?
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Okay. Do we examine where the thing was? This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it? Huh? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. Okay, oh, a bench. No one's gonna sit here on a cold day like today. Well, unless they were eating a samurai dog. How would that change the temperature, I wonder? You seem troubled, Nick. No. Who? Me? Okay. Huh? I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks. Right, exit. Okay. Trash can. A trash can with no trash. At least the place is well maintained. Okay. Guess Larry has today off. He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True. We owe him big. Okay.
I think that's it.
It seems that way. Okay.
Check if the Steel Samurai is, or the, yeah. Am I saying it right this time?
Steel Samurai, yeah.
If it's in the water somewhere.
I was looking, but didn't see anything. December 27th, boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Ahem!
I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Uh-oh, I wouldn't. Oh!
Gross bird.
Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg!
Oh, yeah, he keeps talking about how lemon is what he smells when he remembers stuff. I forgot that he, like, has that weird sort of, affliction, if you will.
Yeah. This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That's true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Okay, goodbye.
You should, since you actually know something about the DL6 incident.
Correct.
And basically no one else does.
Thanks. Bye.
Even seemingly Edgeworth.
Yeah. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Okay, can we move inside? Yeah, we can go inside. Okay. Gather some evidence in here. December 27th,
Looking for the
caretaker shack.
caretaker, because the caretaker was part of the DL6
Oh,
incident.
now that he's not here, maybe we can open that safe.
Oh, yeah. Polly's still here,
Yeah.
but it's submitted as evidence. Or as a witness.
Maybe it's just Polly's statement that we would have been using as evidence. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, December 27th, caretaker shack. Nobody's home. Of course. Hello. Hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello. Hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello. Hello. Wow.
I guess that's why he left food out on the table. So that Polly would survive for, I don't know, a little bit of time.
Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Or there's something going on with this fan, but it doesn't let us look, so I guess not. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? Okay, so that's all done. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me.
Birds always hate you, don't worry. Birds are the worst.
Watch our Pokemon series, everybody. Say, Nick! Don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Yeah, I felt the same way. Alright. Uh-oh. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Wow. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Holy shit, you suck. Whoops, I did the wrong thing. Sorry. I thought, oh, there we go. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we could just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we'd better not. Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, right? Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
It's the deed to the pasta shop.
I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring.
saying how he murdered Edgeworth's father.
Yeah. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Alright, here we go. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail.
Of Daddy Yegi?
No.
Or of this one?
I assume this murder plot to mess to the 2 men that ruined his life, right?
Right.
So the defense attorney, whatever the hell his name was, I'm not going to remember, I apologize.
Oh,
but the victim
right.
and Edgeworth.
Hammond,
thank you, and Edgeworth. The 2 men who ruined his life.
That makes sense.
Robert Hammond, there you go. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like there are instructions. These are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter?
Do you think it was Grossberg?
I don't think so, but maybe. Like, if we go to his office and show him the letter, maybe he'll confront us.
Yeah, like, maybe he was here because he was looking for the letter, just to make sure that, like, it wasn't findable anywhere.
Gotcha. That'd be a good point.
Right?
And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe added to the court record. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This note details the murder and setup. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Okay, well, that's probably all we're going to get out of here. Go back outside. Go back to the public beach. Go back to the entrance. And then go back to our office or to the detention center. Because we want to go to Grossberg's, which we have to go to our office to be able to get to Grossberg's, but we can also go to the detention center first if you'd like. Or to the criminal affairs department if we think that, what's-his-name, Gumshoe will be there yet.
I think we go to the detention center and show this letter to Edgeworth.
Okay. December 27th, detention center, visitors room. You look as grim as always. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only...
It was a traumatic experience for him, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. But not only that, you're absolutely right. It was obviously a traumatic experience and it was terrible, but he had an amazing moment with these 2 boys who became his close friends. That's something that I really appreciate years later learning. I mean, of course, I'd like to know it at the time as well. But like years later, hearing from somebody like, oh, do you remember this? And like, you know, I had this situation recently with a friend who, I mean, through life, like we hadn't talked a lot and then we got to see each other and spend a lot of time together. Yeah. And he said like, hey, do you remember this one thing that happened that was really impactful for me? And I didn't remember that being that impactful, but I was really proud that he told me that I mattered in that way to him. So Yeah, that's always really cool, is that, like, especially as we get older, that, like, you can find out what experiences you had that to you may have been just a passing moment,
Right.
but were really meaningful to somebody else. Really, really cool.
Yeah, and I find too a lot of times when people help people
Yeah.
with genuine reasons, a lot of times they don't remember that they did that,
Yeah.
or they don't really remember that instance, you know? I think people who help people for the wrong reasons
Yeah.
remember those instances because they're looking for praise for it,
Of
or
course.
or whatever it is that they're looking for from it.
Right.
But I think when people are genuine and they help other people, a lot of times whatever it is that they're doing feels like not that big of a deal. Like, oh, you need this? I can easily do that for you.
Right.
Here you go.
Yeah.
And that's a much different level than the amount that the person needs it, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. I mean, I'm sure that, like, I'm hoping that this will still be a sincere response, but that being the initial response of just deadpan staring forward, saying nothing, what a great response to that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah, there you go. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Agreed.
Perhaps. Why prosecute or prosecutor Von Karma?
Why prosecute?
Hey, Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. That's right, okay. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
Makes sense.
Unfortunately. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect.
No, he does not.
I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he's taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent.
Yep.
However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
That sounds like a weakness to me.
I was gonna say, is that a clue?
I think so.
That if the actual murderer was the caretaker, that Von Karma would make him go away?
Maybe.
But Von Karma wouldn't be the one to write those, like, murder directions. There's no point in that.
No.
Unless it was. Didn't Edgeworth help us with the Steel Samurai case at the end?
Yeah.
He helped us.
Yeah.
That's not getting a conviction for every defendant perfectly, is it?
Right.
So Von Karma writes a letter to the boat shop caretaker and says, hey, this guy ruined your life. Here's how you get rid of him. And then Von Karma puts forth the evidence so that Edgeworth goes away and doesn't ruin Von Karma's perfect record.
That's super fucking pathetically desperate.
I mean, I agree, but it seems like
That
it
you're
could be
going
the story.
You're going to frame a man for murder simply because he, as your protege, is not as perfect as you.
Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth showed weakness and helped Phoenix get a conviction in the or like shirk the conviction, I guess.
So why wouldn't you just fire him if he's your protege? Like,
I don't know.
There's no reason to frame him for murder. That's absurd.
Again, I agree with you, but this line alone is a massive red flag for me. That made huge alarm bells go off in my head. I'll be curious to see if I'm correct, but...
Oh. Maybe it was Edgeworth's father that showed a weakness.
What do you mean?
And had to go away.
So he, like, paid Yanni Yogi in the first place to kill him?
Yeah.
That would be an interesting one. Alright. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Okay, let's show him this letter.
Yeah. I very much want to.
Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge. On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Didn't we figure out, was it just like we figured out, like the game helped us realize that the caretaker was Yanni Yogi? Because I thought that they knew this already.
I think we came to that conclusion.
Okay.
But I think we were just assuming that.
Okay.
Because I think it's also possible that he was a defendant that got declared guilty.
Okay.
But somehow wasn't in prison anymore.
But then how would Hammond have ruined his life? The letter said the two men who ruined your life.
Right. I don't know.
Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? Thank you, we were already there. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Okay. Do we show him this picture? That'd be messed up.
Yeah.
What about this picture of your dead father?
You can see Yogi's sleeve in the picture.
What are you showing me this picture for? No reason. It wasn't the father. It wasn't. I didn't do that.
Okay.
You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the edge of your rope, or end of your rope, but still.
Nick, he noticed.
Yeah, I showed him this photo.
Oh, okay.
Do I show him this woman?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not sure I can help with that.
Damn it.
Okay. Do we actually show him this picture?
Oh, God. I guess.
I'm not doing it to be cruel. There might actually be something to gain from this.
Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that.
You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it?
Nothing.
Huh? Okay. Then they didn't want us to do that. Alright, let's, move and go see Grossberg.
Alright. I'm suspicious of him still, so...
Let's find out. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. He's out. Again.
This motherfucker never is in his office.
When does he work, anyway?
God, I know attorneys like that. Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, so then I guess we check criminal affairs.
1 day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Stop interrupting me. Okay, there's nothing here. Damn it.
There's nothing left.
We've been everywhere.
Yeah, so where are we supposed to go now?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
To the trial?
Yeah. We can't. That's not one of the options. Boat rental shop. Inside the shack. Still nothing with Polly, huh? Okay. Have to move like 50 million times just to get back to some semblance of normalcy around here. There we go. Move again. Wright & Co. Law Offices. What to do or any ideas?
What to do?
What do you think we should do now, Maya?
You would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work.
That's super helpful. Thank you. I'm so glad I came to you asking for anything at all. Well, had any good ideas?
This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We'd better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow.
Something that happened back then has a hold on Edgeworth and it won't let go.
Yeah, the only place we can go for that is Grossberg.
Or if we're allowed back in like the records room here, but I don't think we are, right? No, we're not. Okay.
I wouldn't think so.
Damn it. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here he's got money to burn. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Okay. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Whoops. No clues here. Sorry. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Yep, sounds like a lawyer to me. I guess Mr. Grossberg isn't getting that painting back. I feel kind of bad for him. Okay. Is that it? God damn it. Back to Edgeworth? Ah, Yanni Yogi. Got it.
Okay.
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago.
Oh, the earthquake
The
or whatever.
earthquake.
Yeah. Why he's afraid of earthquakes. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. So it sounds like Yanni Yogi was panicking, and Edgeworth's father was trying to calm him down. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. God, there's so many fucking things, dude, that if you just told us all this shit from the beginning that you're like, I didn't know whether to tell you or not. If you just actually told us shit, we would have had this trial done on day one.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. It's like, he's a lawyer. He knows what he needs to fucking tell you.
Yeah. And he's just not doing it. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. Yeah, you're right. Now's the time. God damn it. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. That legitimately could drive someone insane.
Yeah.
Legitimately. Like, wow. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang!
Oh, so he accidentally shot his father trying to shoot the bailiff.
And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. Yeah, I guess that's the correct response, Maya. But that's just a dream, right? Right?
Probably not.
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years.
I'm pretty sure, like Joe said before, that's made you insane. And that if you had just, told somebody 15 years ago, you probably wouldn't still be dreaming about it. And they would have been like, oh, so you accidentally shot your father when you were trying to shoot Yanni because he was attacking your father.
Yeah, I know that the legal profession at least used to be allowed to ask you about, mental health disorders, which like no other profession really is allowed to do, or almost no other profession is allowed to do. So maybe because he wanted to be an attorney, he didn't want to like go to therapy because he knew that like the bar association or whatever you want to call it would find out about it because they're allowed to ask. Not that I'm saying that that's correct by any means. I see the look you're giving me. I'm just trying to get into his head as to maybe why he didn't seek professional help for the recurring nightmare he's had every day for 15 years. I don't.
So what, the bar association would declare him like unfit to be a lawyer?
Not necessarily.
Because he has grief over losing his father that he accidentally shot?
Again, what they would do or what they could do are very different things. If Edgeworth chose not to seek professional help because he was afraid that they could declare him unfit, because he would have to declare that he had been in therapy and why. Wow. Yeah. Again, is it right? Hell no. But
that's so sad.
I know. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it this way, or that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
Like Grossberg.
Yeah, now's the time, I guess. There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. Okay, let's go see him. Grossberg. Good. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. He's back. Mr. Grossberg! Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look troubled, hmm? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Spoilers, everybody. There's no statute of limitations on murder. There just isn't. That would be ridiculous. Yeah. It's like, well, I may have killed someone 25 years ago, but it's been 25 years, so I can shout it from the rooftops and it doesn't matter. That's not how it works.
Nope.
At all. It's murder.
But if the glove doesn't fit, then you can write a book about it.
All right, Gregory Edgeworth or the spirit medium?
Start with Edgeworth.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor. Mia Fey. I'm the worst at this. Mia Fey. My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
Okay, so even if she was channeling Edgeworth's father still cared for his son and didn't want to incriminate his son even in the afterlife.
Of course.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless.
Okay, let's present him with this letter and see what he says about it.
Oh ho! So this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh?
His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough.
Why?
Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago.
Yes. Whose is it?
Von Karma's. Come on, Von Karma's. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Miles Edgeworth, Yanni Yogi, or Manfred Von Karma?
Nice.
Hell yeah! Could it be Manfred Von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure, but Phoenix isn't.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy!
You're damn right I am. I called it like a half hour ago.
This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it.
Fuck, I feel so glad I got that shit. Oh my god. I hope I'm right about the reasoning as well.
I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Okay. Prosecutor Von Karma.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, I'm so happy.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. Okay, so that's kind of what you were talking about.
Or he might have talked to Yogi.
I guess.
And Yogi might have said, no, like,
I didn't do it.
my
The
gun
kid
was
did
on
it.
the other side of the elevator.
Yeah.
Miles picked it up and accidentally shot his dad.
Right. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Ah.
Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Use your PTO, people. Use it. It's given to you. Use it. Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe!
Or the waterfalls.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case...
No, Europe is definitely where you go.
Hell yeah. That was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. Which is why there shouldn't be a statute of limitations. But apparently there is in this world's courtroom system. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
Because he didn't mean to kill anyone.
That's not true. Well, maybe. If he meant to kill Yogi...
Just because he picked up a gun
and threw it
to stop Yogi doesn't mean that he meant to kill Yogi.
It's true. It's very true. But Nick! Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Okay, so should I show him the thing that we have from the police materials?
I guess.
Gregory Edgeworth? He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Oh, okay, so that, if we had shown him that earlier, that would be our hint to say that it was Von Karma. I don't have... Oh, I have the file on the DL6 incident.
Yeah.
Here you go. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. Okay, I guess that's it then. Okay. And there's nothing more to talk to him about, so... I guess we go back to see Edgeworth?
I guess.
Nope. Because we have no new evidence.
Oh, we don't?
No, I mean, he didn't... Grossberg didn't give us anything just now, no. Yeah! I was like, nice. I wonder if Gumshoe's back. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Oh, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again? Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway.
Ooh. Well, that could pose a problem.
Nice. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just... I don't know what that voice was out of me just now. I'm so sorry. Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! Yeah, before he destroys more evidence. December 27th, Police Department, records room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure that they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh.
Because he stole the shit and ran.
This cabinet's where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons. Others are question marks. Most of it just looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think this clothespin's for? Don't touch that. It's evidence. But this open drawer, on the other hand. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases?
Like DL6.
Nick! The file for deal 6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek!
Oh, God, he's so ugly. Ugh. Look at him. He looks like he got a few too many bad facelifts.
Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Dude, what?
What?
Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day.
Oh my God.
That's right, Maya God. Because it's Maya who's... Okay, anyway. We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys.
He's so gross.
Quick, show him the picture of Edgeworth's father.
Let's just burn all the wax off of his face.
It'll be like he looked at the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes. Exactly. He can't possibly be any uglier, so.
They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. It's fucked up.
So ugly, man.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Alright, Edgeworth or tomorrow's trial?
God. I guess Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Maybe it was like to rub it in his face.
Oh, yeah.
To be like, look, I took who could have been a promising defense attorney,
right,
like his father, and corrupted him and made him like me instead.
Right, exactly.
All right, tomorrow's trial?
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. Alright, now the question is, should we present that we have the letter that he sent to the caretaker.
He's gonna take it from us.
Is he?
I don't know. Or he's gonna kill us in this room.
He's gonna kill us in this room. The one cop knows that we came in here and Von Karma's also in here. Should we show him this
but
picture?
he never loses.
Yeah. Should we show him the case file or the photo or the letter?
I guess the letter.
The letter. Big guns first. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Scary.
Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
But he didn't.
And Von Karma's admitting it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you.
He called her an attorney.
Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A taser? A stun gun? For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter. No! No! Well, what are you... Nick, run! Ah! Holy shit!
Took the tase.
Oh my god! Holy...
Maya took the fucking tase.
This game got really action-y all of a sudden. Oh my god! Maya! Out of my way! Ah! He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya! Open your eyes! Maya!
It's gonna be Mia.
I thought so too, but no, I guess
no.
not. I thought the same thing. The letter! Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. Wow, this music's sad as hell. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Oh my god.
Wow, Maya. Holy shit. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya. She's holding something. Yeah, I figured. When she jumped on Von Karma, she took something from him. Some bit of evidence that she was able to grab. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet stashed in a pocket. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings.
Nice.
I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued.
Wow. that was suspenseful as fuck.
That was insane.
Holy shit.
Wow, man. Okay, well, I mean... Wow. That is some kind of shit right there.
It's something. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's something.
Wow. This was I guess this was kind of on par lengthwise to most of the other episodes in this chapter. Wow. I want to know people's thoughts down in the comments. Did you predict it as early as I did about about Von Karma being the one to have written that letter? Whether you've played this game previously and trying to remember back to that time, or whether this is your first time seeing it, but wow. Yeah. Wow. Also, I assume we had to do that. I assume we had to show him that letter and have him attack us or whatever.
Probably did. Because that's such a big plot point. I assume that we wouldn't have been able to just choose not to do that.
Yeah. I don't know if it would have been more worth it to try to show him some of the DL6 stuff that we had first, the file and the photo. But who knows what, if anything, he would have said to those things. But then eventually, the letter was clearly going to be the last thing because we suspected him or knew that it was him that wrote it. So, wow. Okay, folks. Well, hey, guess what? That is the end of this particular episode, obviously. Seemingly, I think I said this last week, so I apologize. But seemingly next week, we will be back with the end of this chapter with the final day of trial. No more investigations. That's it. We have one more day of trial. It's the final day of that the trial is permitted to go on for. It's only 3 days. And so, yeah, we will go to trial and see if we can get Edgeworth declared innocent and get, hopefully, Von Karma declared guilty at this point of, a multitude of things. And hopefully Yanni Yogi as well. But, yeah, we will definitely see how this is going to work out. Amy, what do you think of the twists and turns of the story this week?
It's pretty fascinating.
Right?
I gotta say.
Crazy shit, man. Also, there are things that bother me, and I guess I'm curious of people's opinions, but there are things about this game that bother me. Because you're playing a game, and so the parameters are set out, and working within those parameters is important to be able to understand how to complete these puzzles, what things answer what questions, and what things you're supposed to present at what times. It's just frustrating because it's based on an existing system in the court system. So if you understand how the court system works, and then you play this game, you're like, oh, so this is based on the court system, but it's also not the court system. Because there are so many things where it's oh, and this. And it's that's not a thing. Right. So you have to try to understand the way that this game works its court system.
Right.
But there are multiple things that are done in the game that they assume based on knowing what goes on in real life court.
Right.
So it's very contradictory to me, and it's frustrating because I'm
I think it's geared toward people who have learned anything about the court system by watching TV.
Yeah.
And that's the extent of the knowledge that they have of it.
Yeah.
And so having more knowledge is detrimental to your ability to play the game as opposed to beneficial. Yeah,
I guess that's fair. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? I'm not sitting here being well, obviously, attorneys are supposed to be able to play this game, right? I get it. It's just, so that's why I guess I'm curious what other people think. I imagine that most people would agree with Amy in that, no, Joe, you just have too much knowledge of it. Right. Which, again, is not me, puffing out my chest and being well, I just know so much. It's just, again, it's frustrating to me because I'm I'm trying to understand you, game, but you're telling me to assume certain things and then throwing curveballs about other things, and it's very you're talking out both sides of your mouth. It's very confusing to me. So, but regardless, we will be back next week with the finale of this chapter. It seems, again, I could be wrong. I was wrong last week, but we will see if I am right or not. And either way, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next step of this is, whether it's the final step or not.
Well, you were right about Von Karma, so
Yeah,
congratulations on that.
Thank you. That was a big one for me when we eventually got there. I was like, hell yeah. Super happy.
I was like, oh God, I don't even want to go in this room right now. Like, we're going to have to, like, lock him in there.
Yeah. But I hope my rationale was correct. We still haven't gotten there yet, but I hope my rationale was correct based on that line from Edgeworth that Edgeworth said, where he like ties up loose ends, or when he sees a weakness, he does everything in his power to eliminate it or whatever.
Right.
So that's my guess, is that when Edgeworth helped us in the Steel Samurai case, he wanted Edgeworth gone, and I guess realized that with DL6 coming due, so to speak,
right.
with the statute of limitations, which again, that's one of the things that doesn't make sense, but I'll move on. That with the statute of limitations coming up, this was kind of his only chance. Or maybe that was just his goal all along.
Right.
Was to string Edgeworth along, let him build up his career and build it up and up and up, and then have him take a massive fall just to rub it in his dead father's face, because his dead father harmed Von Karma with the faulty evidence thing way back in the day. So maybe it's just that latter one, or maybe it's what I was surmising as well, or something in between. But regardless, we will see what that is next week. Please don't forget, as I mentioned earlier, to subscribe and ring that bell. I hope truly that you enjoy the things that we do here on this channel. And if you do, please don't forget, liking and sharing helps immensely as well.
Yes.
If you know somebody or you're part of a community that you think would like the things that we do, let them know, share it with them, because word of mouth is a very popular way to get these points across to other people as well. So if that is something that you feel strongly about, I'm not asking you to do it if you don't believe in it, but if it's something that you feel strongly about, or you think you know somebody who would like our stuff, send it along to them, share it with them. We really do appreciate it. Any links that you might need to our other channels, to our socials, down in the description box below, definitely check those out. And if you're going to the other channels, you can sub and ring the bells there as well. But thank you all so very much for watching. We really, really appreciate it as always. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.